okay. It's like a 5-second video. I can go delete that later.
Oh, no.
No.
Nah, leave it up. Let them be confused.
It's gonna be another game night, basically, from me. Alright, let's see. Let us go to... Sweet. Change from top chat to live chat. Badoop. Badoop. There's the dog. And now... Why is the game captured? There it is.
I hear stirring.
There's a girl a-stirring. Of course. Gosh, I hate this fucking... accidentally keep scheduling my fucking texts to people.
Scheduling your texts? What?
Yeah. Like, I can schedule when to send my texts.
On your phone?
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably because I'm
Never
using
done
the
anything
base, the base text thing for my Android.
I'll say, if I can do that on my Galaxy S6, I've never done it. Holy shit! Having trouble with mode lines? Of course you do. One word, angle grinder.
Angle grinder. Alright, right now I'm just waiting to try to kill a boss. Let's see. Is anyone in chat? No? No.
You
Okay.
get your angle grinder and... Ah, shit!
Shit! Right now I'm running at 30 FPS on the stream, but my in-game FPS is way different. It's 125. Oh yeah.
Why don't you boost it?
I'd have to shut down the stream and mess with the settings then.
Why don't you boost it?
I'll boost you. I'm not a quality hog.
You ain't a hammer.
I mean, I could do the quality. Oh, we got 12 people now. If we get 3 more, then we can actually do this bounty. They all need to be here, jackasses. Literally, it's happening. I want Zelther to come look so he can see, like...
Game is.
Well, no, not what the game is, but I want him to see what the difference is between how he's using the, map. Not the map, the camera versus the way I'm using it. There we are. Oh, we have 15. Death Pantsu. Death Pantsu.
Is it really Pantsu?
Yeah, Pantsu.
Yes.
What?
Death
Someone's name.
Someone's name is Death Panties.
Death Panty, literally.
Okay.
I
Or you
wonder-
need to wake up, you're missing this.
Ah, she can miss the death.
Come one, come all for the facet. We gotta kill the crystal facet. Alright, I'm gonna... hold on. I'm gonna pause really quick, but we're also going to see... Can I change this in stream? Video... Video output currently live. Turn off... Yep, I have to shut down the stream and then reboot it in order to get this changed. Change it to 60 FPS. I know my computer can handle it. But 30 FPS. 30 FPS should be okay.
Yeah.
It freezes when I alt-tab, so that's why it looks like nothing's happening.
I could outrun a centaur.
Well, let's clear out this stuff. Oh.
I don't know why I'm still on my phone.
Caffeinated? What?
I'm sitting at my... and just...
Oh, yep, I'm ready.
Sleepy time now.
There's bags of loot on the ground. Berkelium ore. Oh.
Tell me.
Oh.
Tell me. Are you?
Legendary corrupted facet. Here it is. Oh no, it has flash freeze. Okay. First. Let me swap to my greatsword again. Get you up. Damn it. Son of a whore. I keep getting caught by that. Oh wow, we're breezing through this. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my god, please target this guy.
Birds can fly, but flies can't.
Sweet, I actually jumped over that one. Ah, well, time to retreat. Alright, it's at 25. There we go. Oops. Alright, time to get back in on here. Right on up, friend.
I see the path at last.
Lottie, did you go live on minions by accident?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Long as you're aware of it.
I was indeed aware of it. For a little bit, I was.
That's pretty gay.
There we go. Oh. Get that and get another achievement. Oh, you fucker.
Is it just me, or
Perfect.
am I amazed?
This stuff. Awesome. That's that one down. Oops, sand file.
I make it out of this one, guys.
It's possible you won't.
No. No.
Leave squad. There we go. Alright, let me see. What is... I'm gonna have to have this up on my window like that and that and then that. So that way I can see the chat. Yes. Okay. Okay, so that's the rune of
Come on,
honesty that
repair,
I've done.
repair, repair. Jump.
Wait, is it up at top? Oh, there's a griffin's nest right on top of where I'm at. Okay. Good to know. Need a Springer. That's easy. Son of a whore. Fuck. Damn it, damn it. Fell down. Fell down again. Shit. I need to just get off this mount.
Salute to you too.
Oh, you heard that? Sorry.
No, you ain't. What's with the kangaroo?
That is the Springer mount. It jump high. Very useful. Can only get into certain places with it. Okay. So now I'm up here.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oops. Okay. All right. Let's see. Use the Springer.
The mantises are named Rebecca and Jill.
Nice.
Hmm? What mantises?
That's the race. Motherfucker. Okay.
Computer minis.
Okay, we're clear of enemies. Our hull is in pieces, though.
Fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Tits. Bitch. Motherfucker.
Bob?
Man, don't you wish you had a Bob unit now?
Well, you said bitch tits.
Oh, God.
Bob has bitch tits.
Are you supposed to be up all the way up there?
Field of fury.
Because shit like that gonna happen. Or that's why you said fuck Bob, bitch tits.
Yep. Yeah,
Are
Bob
you
does have
supposed to
bitch
climb
tits.
all the way up that? Because that seems like
His
very...
name is Robert Paulson.
Yep. Son of a fucker.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Absolutely. There's a hero point up here, which is the, which is one of the ways that you progress.
Actually progress or
Like,
progress?
in... Ha! No! Damn it. Ah, fuck. Okay. There we go.
I need to finish reading Fight Club.
Son of a fucker. I walked off the edge. Damn it. Oh, fuck. Okay. No. Okay. And I fell a little bit. Get this chest because it's sitting here waiting for me to grab. So, why not? Aha! No, let me on. Let me in there. Yes! Haha!
Does Guild Wars not have flyers?
You have gliders, but no, there's no flying mounts.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're taking a... Like, the mounts, they're new. They're only this expansion. Like, right now, I'm on a Griffon. But it don't fly. It glide.
Word.
What the heck? Oh, what is this? following something. I don't know what this is. I don't think I've ever found this before. Oh, there's something up here. So this is the
Oh, what the hell?
Ooh, Sandworn
the hell,
Page.
what?
Oh, they have a cloak.
They're fashionable.
A Rune Forger's
Yeah.
chest.
Most people can only afford capes.
Well, my short-lived.
Yeah, I'm about to die here, folks.
And
Stream,
that's
Joe?
all, folks.
Another personal victory.
Lots of collections, lots of things to do.
All I can do is hope my FTL drive charges fast enough.
Consume contracts.
All shiny.
That's nice. Alright, let's see. What can I do?
I could outrun a centaur.
Alright, what's the next one on the list?
Fitting.
Warmed coastal Griffon. Alright. Crystal.
This is gonna be interesting.
Hero points. Okay. So there are one there, one there,
This is like the
one there,
smallest
and one
mini
there.
I've
Okay,
ever
so
been.
one ahead to that one first. It's very close. Well, let's see. Oh yeah.
If I grab the right hand drill,
Feel the
I
fury.
don't want to grab the wrong one.
Oh no. That's that. There's the Griffon. There's the Griffon Roost. Roost is up there.
I could outrun a centaur.
It's been a long
They'll
time
have to
since
hit
I played a
much harder.
Memorpager.
I'm a Marburger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ben Yahtzee Croshaw calls MMORPGs. He just phonetically says MMORPG, which is Memorpager.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oops. Whoop. That was an accident. Ooh.
No, it wasn't. That was completely planned. You and I both know it.
Mine.
You haven't even
All
seen what I was talking
mine.
about yet.
No.
Accidentally cut it. Cut my glider a little too early. Whoa, you can get vision crystals out in the middle of nowhere? Oh, and a lost chest, sweet.
Oh, there goes my ship. Okay, that's what it was. I was like, why can't I see the inside of my ship all of a sudden? Oh.
Because it died.
I did unlock a new ship.
Yeah, you probably will fail a couple times before you actually get a victory. vision crystal. What the fuck?
Ion blast, huh?
Gross, Eve.
What?
Burping into the
Oh.
mic.
Stop it.
Ew.
Sorry.
Disgusting. You're a horrible
No,
person.
you're not.
Ooh.
You say that, but you're so totally not.
Oh, that's useful. This comes with Igni Medbot dispersal. Heals crew members outside of the med bay.
I'm getting concerned about how deep this hole that I'm drilling is for the pin. But gotta keep going. Just a little bit further.
Let's do this one.
This is seriously the smallest pin I've ever made.
Yes, that was one of the Griffon roosts. Nope, she's got her hiccups back.
If I pull this off, it's gonna be sturdy as shit.
Damn it.
Oh! Oh!
Wait, that's that one. Where's the other one?
That scare you? Make the hiccups go away?
So there's one right there,
If only.
and then I don't remember how to do waypoints. I always fuck it up somehow. Where is the next thing?
Try and fit this now. You know, I was at the game store and I was thinking about asking them if they have black powder minis.
Simply drop down on the south side until you see a cliffside opening below the nest. What? It's a good thing I didn't leap off of this. Whoa.
If they did, I might have bought some and painted them and sent them to Polly.
Sweet, sweet loot.
I didn't know I could get...
Might have. Fuck! God damn it.
Aha!
I
There
could
we are.
outrun a centaur.
Drop the pen. What the fuck is it?
That's cool. Hello? My friend.
I want this to step on it.
Oops.
Find it. Oh, well. Clip another one. God damn it.
Stop it.
I don't wanna.
Haha.
Hi, train.
Alright, where's the last one? Last one's all the way down south on top of that building. So, that's where we go. Oh, I'm gonna be malnourished for a little while, but that's okay.
Go get something to eat.
Well, I don't necessarily have something readily available, and my character is not a chef. I don't even think I have anything in my bank. I do like this mount. I can't wait to have my own. Just freely call it.
Guessing that's for like an event only or something.
That's what I'm actually working towards right here. That's what this whole collecting thing and running around and grabbing Griffon eggs for.
Hmm. So you can have one of your very own.
Mm-hmm. Oops. I got 3 cloth crates from that? That's actually really awesome.
I could outrun a centaur.
Nice.
Key. Alright, so I'm missing something. Obviously. Oh, hello. Not friend.
Not friend.
Yes, not friend. Oh. That might be what I was missing. Oh wait, no. That's just leaving the inside. Oh. Why, hello there, friend. Haha! I figured it out. That's the mastery insight. But I don't want you. I want to keep going. Bleached bones. Yes. Okay. So you, something I do want. But I can get back up to those.
Replenishing.
I hear the Griffon.
Does your guy got bendy spear? Put him in the microwave for 30 seconds. And you're done. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, okay. Back up here now. Now.
Fastest hacks ever.
Alright.
don't think I can
Oh! Oh,
pin
this
this.
is cool. Good night, Mom.
I don't think I can pin this. This is entirely too small.
Oops. Oops. There's so many portals in here. What? What do I do? Where do I go? How do I get there?
Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I go? What do I do?
Oh.
Where do I go?
Okay.
What's this blue pants?
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
What's this blue pants?
Oh, okay.
Quiz, what are you going on about?
I'm quoting JonTron. Have you not seen the what's this blue pants?
Oops.
Can't say that I have.
It's from his review of the Aquaman game. I mean, there's a bit where he's walking
And I'm
around
back to where I
and he
started.
finds
God damn it.
these power-ups, and it's the Aquaman A, but it looks like a pair of pants. So he goes, "What's this blue pants?"
Maybe I'm just going about this the wrong way. What the frickin' farkin'? What am I doing?
Frackin' Farka.
Frickin' fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. I said fuck on your Christian Minecraft server.
Kick her out. I will not have this degeneracy in my Imperium.
What is all this bullshit then? I don't understand.
Kick Platy out too.
No, the only one who deserves it is you.
No, that's gay.
Okay, maybe I just need to go somewhere else. Okay.
Can't get there from here without going somewhere else.
Fuck. Recharge that endurance, please. And thank you.
All dwarf models have axes or hammers.
I didn't yet even see you. Ooh, I'm in a different spot now.
Yeah, you can't get there from here without going someplace else.
Okay. This is it. Sweet. Wait, this is way different than I thought it was. This is vastly different than what I thought it was.
Probably don't need to.
I have been bamboozled.
Been hoodwinked.
Replenishing.
Run amok.
I could outrun a centaur.
Sherwood Forest. We didn't land on Sherwood Forest. Sherwood Forest landed on us.
Oh boy. You stop that. Stop that right now.
No.
There we go. Fuck. Okay.
Got a speed painting challenge. I can't stop.
Oh. Well. Oh, right above it. Sweetness. Hello, Griffon egg. Last one of this area.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
Where's Polly, that motherfucker?
Okay. Next place. Let us go to you. The Desert Highlands. Oh, there's only Griffon eggs. Oh no, there's a rune too. Damn it.
Biggest one of all these models has the smallest base,
Do the event.
so it constantly falls over.
Enormous supply of bird feed. Okay.
I could outrun a centaur.
That's not what I wanted. I want. Alright, let's see.
Stop it.
Hmm.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
Second Sun Spear. Let me just revive you. I might need to. Oh, that's a totally different area.
outrun a centaur.
Do I even need to do this, or? Oh, the heart vendor for Diviner's Reach. Yep, I do.
Replenishing. That was time to do some real damage.
Oh, cool.
Nomads. Strong people, but I'll never understand them. I've journeyed enough in my life to know I'll always need a crawl to go home to.
I'm finna do that.
What'd you do?
Put Elvira on while I paint.
I just head to the casino.
Ugh. Fresh sand eel and shark? Sure does stink.
Nothing a lot of smoking, curing, and marinating can't fix. Well, mostly fix anyway.
Looks
I
great.
could outrun a
Thank you.
centaur.
Yeah.
Right. Last dwarven chest. In the middle of a crater.
Did it go? I hate this about pinning. Oh, there it is. It's on my side cutters. What the fuck? Oh, no, disturbed.
You'll have to hit much harder.
I can't close my eyes for a moment in this place.
I could have time to do some real damage.
Now I lost the pin. What the fuck?
Thank you. That rest was welcome. I'm sorry. I'd hoped our enemies would let up a little.
Go ahead and let me see.
Found someone's old gear out in the desert. I'm heading to Amnoon in the morning to sell
Hello.
it for salvage. Wait.
Hello.
There's Polly.
What's going on?
Hey, Polly. We are streaming.
Are you?
Yep.
What are you streaming?
Guild Wars.
I
What?
For you.
What is it?
Guild
What is
Wars.
it you said you were streaming? Guild Wars. Okay.
Fields of fury.
Polydub doesn't understand these video games that you people play.
All this Vidya business.
Nope. That pin is
All the
way too big.
videos.
I don't know
Excuse
if
me.
buying a computer system to handle gaming would be the right call for me. I mean, I've only found 2 games that ever caught my interest in a really big way. A
Mhm.
few
And those
more.
are?
Hollow Knight looks really fun. Cuphead as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Because of Fleischer era animation. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, and it's just like great ultimate platformer, and it looks fucking awesome. Like, I mean, so yeah, it caught my attention in a big way. And Hollow Knight, just because I like side-scrolling, simple, straightforward, challenging games like that. Why not? And it looks awesome. I like the character design and the look of everything in Hollow Knight. And then Red Dead.
Oh, I love Red Dead.
Like, it looks awesome. I love westerns, so it's kind of like, yeah, I could. And I watched some playthrough on Razorfist's Arcade, and the play of it looks awesome. Like, it just looks cool.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up LA Noire in that mix.
I could outrun a centaur.
You know, you recommended that to me, and I keep forgetting about it. Every time I hear it come up, I haven't really went and watched any gameplay of it. Not really.
You should. It's really good.
I
I enjoyed the shit out of that game.
I think it's important to watch like a full hour of somebody playing it in real time to get a sense of a game. If you're going to go about it in that way, I mean, because
Yeah.
well, for me it is anyway. It's like I want to see what the game is actually like, not you choosing high energy moments to show, if that makes sense, because that's not
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
a sense of the game. I feel anyway.
I get it.
Okay, every 20 minutes. Might be able to find
Like
some
stealth games, I can understand the appeal, but oh my god, I don't want to play that. that's just me.
Be glad, Polly,
What?
that
But I don't-
your black powder minis are plastic.
Why?
Because I bought 4 pewter minis to
Right.
give to people at MythCon,
I
Right?
could outrun
Mhm,
a centaur.
and one of them is complex enough that I have to pin 2 pieces.
Oh. Do the instructions actually require that, or is it you like just taking it to the next level?
No, the instructions don't require it. It's just that the model is in 3 pieces, right?
Right.
But those pieces are flimsy enough that if you don't pin it, just looking at the model wrong will cause those bits to fall off.
That's funny.
And go figure.
I get-
Guess of the 4 people that are confirmed to go to MythCon, whose model do you think it is?
Ease.
Well, I'm just trying to think who's the most troublesome. It's who's all
Yeah.
going? Eve and Skeptok, and who else?
Adam and Sanguine.
Sanguine.
Nope.
Just okay. Adam.
Nope.
Eve.
Yep.
I had it. I knew it.
Why would hers be like? Guess whose is the most? Why would that be?
Well, she's the most meddlesome.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Well,
I could outrun a
I would. No, you can't. No,
I'm gonna.
No, having to pin apart isn't meddlesome. It's labor intensive.
That's true.
So would you call talking to Eve laborious?
Well, not exactly. Love you, Eve.
Good. I had to go by my local hobby shop to buy paint, which sucks after I just bought a set of paint. But you know, it happens.
What'd you have to buy?
I wanted a dark brown, like a leathery oiled or an oiled leathery color. You know, like
Yeah.
because it's just for the black powder era, for Revolutionary War. It's all of their lanyards and straps for their powder horns and their satchels and their canteens and their muskets and stuff, as well as their coats. So now I've got. It came with cork brown, it's called, and that's a great light brown. I'm totally going to use the hell out of that. But I needed a dark, rich brown as well. So.
Yeah. I'll say a light brown would be good for some of those minis that have the hunting coats, the frock.
Yep.
With the
yeah,
you
definitely
paint the tassels that lighter brown.
And it's with like now that I've got buff, cork brown, and leather brown. That's actually what's called from Valley Joe's leather brown. That's a nice range from beige to dark brown where I can create a whole range of colors in there. Like if you don't want them all looking the same, of course, because these are the militiamen again, so you can do different things. They all look the same. It looks like they rolled off an assembly line, which I can do better than that.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. I painted the guy's hat and the bottom of the part of his boots that are sticking out underneath what are those things called that wrap around they go over the top part of the shoe? Top part of the boot. They've got a name, I forget, and then they put the leggings on over top of that. So anyway, I painted the hat and the boots black, and then his pants buff. And then I'm kind of like, And plus, it was a chance to go by the hobby shop, which is never a bad thing, you know?
Yeah. No, not at all.
I'll tell you a story about what happened there after we got off stream.
Oh.
Can you hear
Is
me?
it bad?
Now I can.
Oh shit, I've been talking this whole goddamn time.
Have you really? Were you on mute?
Did you hear me say my own name?
No.
Or Sanguine? When they were asking who's troublesome?
Nope.
No.
Fuck me, because I kept saying Sanguine.
Oh, no.
I said you immediately and got it right. Oh.
Yeah, I heard you. You guys apparently didn't hear me. No, I said it's always a bad thing to go by the hobby shop because then you spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in to buy one paint and bought two.
Me, dude, I was tempted because I saw a chimera sitting up there on the shelf, and I was like, I really want that, but that's spending like $37, and I don't need to.
Oh, I took a picture of something I wanted to show you. It's a mini holder. You ever seen these put out by Citadel?
I have one, but
do you? I'm like, that actually might be handy. I might actually want to use that, or maybe it'd be just something that sits on your shelf. I don't know.
Well, it all depends which one it is. So yeah, show me the picture.
Yeah, I'll send you the picture as soon as I am not driving.
Yeah, because I actually have two different ones. I've got one that's actually Citadel brand, and then another one that's not Citadel brand.
I mean, even though I'm loath to buy anything that's shitty hell, like how it is.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I get enough of this with butthurt friends talking about the cost of Games Workshop stuff. So.
Okay. Where's Zelthor with a hot name for Games Workshop? I just call them the Hobby Pimps, and that's not related to their name at all. We need Zelthor to come up with something.
That's exactly what they are.
I know. No, but I mean, he's the guy who came up with War Scammer 40 Gay. I mean, come on, that's legend. That's
War Scammer 40 Gay. Dang. That is legend.
Pain for pain.
Oh shit, I forgot. Who makes the Black Powder and Hail Caesar lines and bolt action? That's
Warlord.
Warlord, yeah. See, I thought it was War Gamer. And I thought, yeah, War Shamer. That's the obvious name, because, you know, you should feel shame if you bought those, like, because you went cheap. But it's not War Gamer, so I can't use War Shamer. I got to think of something. See, we need Zelthor here with his sense of humor to come up with a better title for these people. Warlord.
More like War Board. Got him.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy Wendy's. I don't need to, but I'm going to.
Time to do
I
some
went and had Arby's today.
Arby's?
Yeah.
Why do you hate your colon so much?
I love Arby's.
Oh! Speaking of the game that I'm playing, I saw one of the coolest things that Arby's actually did. Here, let me hold on. Let me show you. So here's the original photo. That's right, right? Cool art. Here's Arby's interpretation of it.
Yeah. That is kind of cool.
Yeah, right? Like, how the beef actually creates a furry look almost.
The Wookiee, the vulva,
Horrible people, terrible.
the slab of rotting beef.
Oh my gosh, why is it so fucking small? I don't understand why chat is so small. I'm just gonna pop it out. There.
It's so small.
So the problem, Reject, is that chat is like 3 lines long in when I had my window at the size I did. That was the only issue with that. Oh, cool. We're almost done with this event.
Great. Now I'm probably gonna have to green stuff some stuff. Damn it.
Oh, good.
Replenishing.
I think we're close to. Being able to do the event. Consume all. Boom, ba doom.
There we go. Got my Wendy's. And you guys telling me that...
You didn't
What?
let us hear you order?
Ha!
How dare you?
And you guys telling me that a bottle of Nuln Oil is going to cost me $3. Yeah, right. The fucking discount knockoff shit were you guys buying? At least not at my local hobby shop. The shades, everything from Citadel that aren't like their paints are the price I expected them to be. Like it was like I think they're $4.50, $4.25 a pot.
Really?
Yeah. Is that more than you pay?
Yeah, it's way more than I pay.
Yeah. The Nuln Oil's $7.50.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. All the shades are. Like, it's not just Nuln Oil. Everything that's a... Valley Joes are, what are they, $2.80 a piece?
Man, it's nice having multi-tools on your bench.
Joko's reach is long. There's no
I need to
refuge
bend
for you
this pin
anywhere
so
in
it
this
could
desert.
actually go into the fucking wing.
Real men don't use multi-tools at home. Those are for carrying around.
Well, I do carry one around. I also have another one on my bench.
Really?
Yeah. I needed two because I needed to have one set of pliers to hold the pin straight and the other set of pliers to bend the other side of the pin. You should see the size of this, man. It's I should be using
I believe you. I believe you.
The worst part about it is that after I pin these into place, I'll probably need to put this model on a base because it's so back heavy that it just keeps falling over.
Have you ever painted like a regular 28 mil mini? Like painted it on a base and then like you put it on a base just to paint it. It wasn't like a permanent fixture. And then cut it off its base and then attached it to a base that you would actually textured properly. You ever do that?
No.
No? Okay.
The reason why is because I don't go that hog wild with my bases. I'm not a competition painter. Were I to be a competition painter, I would do the model and the base completely separately.
Okay. It seemed like a reasonable approach if you wanted like I mean, the one guy was doing the, what was it, a stormtrooper or whatever? This was on Spiky Bits. He was, they were all like, I think it was the stormtrooper, yeah, where he was doing the desert. They were all desert dudes, like desert troopers, and everything was happening in the desert scene. So he's like, I'm going to do the base. He painted it on its base. He goes, now let's talk about the base. Like, and it's like, okay, I want to see this. And he pulled out another square. Like, you know what I mean? And or circle, actually. And started, okay, so, you know, used a Valley Joe texture. Like, it was like a paste, like a big, thick paste that you put on to kind of give a gravelly look or whatever, and then wait for it to dry. And then here's the 3 paints that I put on it. Like, one golden yellow.
Does Inquisitor get a spanner? I don't know.
What?
Oh, I see how it is.
I have no idea what that fucking means.
Wrench.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I still
I don't know
get it.
anybody that isn't from like the 19th century or loves Star Trek that calls wrenches spanners.
I call them spanners because that's what they are. At least in the like the icon there on YouTube, it's a spanner. It's not a wrench. All the people that keep saying wrench me it's a faux pas because it's not a wrench.
So
it's a spanner.
what you think a wrench needs to be a box wrench? What's the distinction you make?
Yeah.
No, a box wrench is a box wrench.
Well, it's not a hex wrench.
But a crescent wrench is a crescent wrench. They're still wrenches. They're all spanners, though.
That is a spanner. That is not a wrench.
You're making an unwarranted distinction, I'm afraid.
I am not.
Where's Hammer when you need him? He could look this up and solve this problem for us so fast.
He's old enough to back when they were calling all wrenches spanners.
Well, I didn't even mean that. I just mean that guy would be on Google so fast to make your head spin to tell us where we were wrong, even if we were partially right. That's just how he rolls. Oh, did you see the tweet I sent out today?
Yes.
Quiz? Oh yeah, Platty liked it. I saw that. No? It's, guess who got called out for writing a racist comic?
Uh-oh.
Dan Slott.
Eat each other?
Eat each other! Eat each other!
I've got barbecue sauce!
Damn right. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy fuck, this is happening so fast. And it's so flimsy, the reason the guy calls him out for racism, too. And the newest issue of Fantastic Four, there's a character that's supposedly, quote, coded as being a Native American. And he has red skin, and that's racist as fuck. Especially because he was hitting on Val, and she's a blonde-haired white woman with blue eyes. And it's like, Jesus, did you go racist enough, Dan Slott?
Apparently not. this, but that's okay. I got the, I'm
Well,
doing
it's
this
just the awakened scavenger.
I'm doing this old school.
How so?
I bored the hole completely through the model, and I'm pinning it on the other, like, with the model, with the pin completely through it, and then I'm gonna cut the pin off, on the other side. The reason why I do that is because if I do it this way, I know for a fact the pin is aligned properly with the other bit.
Oh,
Just cover up the
this
extruding
thing deals so
nub
much damage.
that I'll need to cut off with green stuff.
Ah. Speaking of like painting on separate and then gluing on other bases, like if you were going to do textured bases like that, it seems like you could do an assembly line like pretty efficiently that way. Like do like 10 bases for 20 bases or whatever, like all at once with your base them all with that pasty stuff, and then base coat of paint, and then dry brush them all like in that order. And you can get them all done real fast as opposed to doing one at a time.
Yeah.
Morton Crescent are determined to see the end of your kind. I'm happy to keep.
Hopefully you didn't too effectively glue your feet to your base. I mean, that's when you would want to not be using the melty glue.
Oh no, all of my Warhammer stuff are permanently affixed to their bases. Period.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. Like
It's
I said,
all one piece of plastic now.
Yeah, I don't care about that for my Warhammer minis. If I'm going and doing like a showpiece, it's not going to be for the game.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't want to beat up your show pieces like that, gaming with them?
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There, let's...
And there's the thing, I do actually want to participate in some of the painting shows. I think it would be really cool, but I also don't think I'm good enough.
Well,
I think I'm okay, but I'm not that good.
Yeah. Let me guess, all those guys are showing up with their, 300 millimeter angry god things from 40K to show off.
Well, it's those sorts of competitions. It really shows, the caliber of some people's creativity. And some of them are, just way out of my league when it comes to modeling capability.
You could be the first guy to show up with a glowing Necron on batteries. Come on.
No, I wouldn't be that.
Okay.
Whoop. Adam looks like he's going to be starting... Well, no, he's got the hangout ready. I don't know why he's doing that so early.
Oh, there's a Griffon roost.
Come on.
I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to that, and then let's get the Griffon roost.
Why isn't this setting?
Okay, top chat, live chat. Thank God. I hate that it defaults to top chat. I so hate that. It's
Yeah,
so
that
stupid.
sucks. I hate how it does that too.
Like, I have how many people watching? Like 2. If you give people the option to set their preference, something.
I'm watching on Discord. I don't know if that counts. Ooh.
It might not.
Can you return paints at your local hobby shop, Quiz?
Return things?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not that anyone really would. I mean,
Well, I don't know. What happens if you get home and you bought the gloss?
okay, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe, so long as it's unopened, like the pot is still sealed. Maybe they might take it back.
Does Hobby Pimps, those pots are sealed like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And they're hermetically sealed, so like there's no exposure to air, and because it's not exposed to air, those things will last forever so long as they're unopened.
Yeah, you should watch. What's his name? Commissar Gamza's video on that. Why you should never buy Citadel paints. And he's like, "Don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of them, but here are my reasons." And
I like Commissar Gamza. I do. He's a good guy. Yeah, but at the same time, he gets a little pretentious. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, sure he does.
He gets a little pretentious, but I like him. I do like him.
He's a really good talker. Like he's good at making videos.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about reaching out to him, seeing if he wanted to be on the Minions sometime.
That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Why, hello everyone.
Yeah. With his fake ass Japanese voice that he does, it's funny. Yeah. This is terrible. This is bad news. I'm slowly becoming Inquisitor.
Yeah.
I have assimilated. Captain, they've adapted.
I'm watching channels he's watching. I'm getting references I didn't get only a month ago. I'm huddled over painting things. This is terrible.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Alright. So I need to find a base. Where the hell's my bases? Oh, there's my bases. Come here, base. Oh, base. Boop. I don't know why this model didn't come with a base. If you attach these bits, there's no way this thing would stand on the paltry little bit of pewter that they've got.
Paltry. Whose fucking phone is that keeps ringing?
That's Elise, because she won't wake up.
Oh, that's her alarm. Okay. Wake up, god damn it. That's turned. If only so you can turn that thing off.
It's like, come on, man. This can't be the only time you've heard it.
No, I've heard that before, but I've kind of forgotten that it was. I was like, whose is that? And yeah.
Stop it. Who is that?
I picked up this dark tone wash from it's Army Painter.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna spiky bits use this to good effect, but at the same time,
You know, it was funny, Polly. I think we're subtly influencing each other.
Why?
Because while I was at the game store today,
you were looking at Star Trek, weren't you? Weren't you?
No. I was looking to see if they had a set for black powder.
Oh, really? Do they actually have any black powder at your store?
The only Warlord stuff they had was for was bolt action for World War II.
Ah, yeah, that stuff still scares me, man. For all the reasons I said before, it's too much detail. I was thinking about what you were saying. Yeah, like if I went to a different thing after American War of Independence, as they call it, AWI. I wouldn't want to do French and Indian War because that's before the Revolutionary War. There's too much crossover with American Revolution. Some of the colonial militiamen has heads in that set that you can use, and it makes them French and Indian War militiamen.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a lot of like French frontiermen. So you know those knitted caps that are folded over to one side? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like very common French frontiermen wear. And it's like, so the difference in hat and face is what, like there's a hell of a lot of crossover. So it's not very different is my point. And The cannons are the same, the muskets are the same. The sculpts will be a little bit different, but you want to go for something very different, if you know what I mean. Like it.
Yeah. You want to go drastically different, yeah.
Yeah, like you'd want to go for something like, you know, if you go from AWI, you want to go to like, you know, Hail Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you want to go wildly different, or so it would, or at least significantly. And I think the next definitely different thing would be American Civil War, because yeah, they still have muskets, but it's the uniforms are going to be very different. The artillery is going to be different. You know.
Well, the uniforms aren't going to be that different. I mean, the Confederacy didn't really have a uniform, did it?
They pretend like they did, like when people talk about it, like, yeah, they were in gray. They were in all gray, and they had belt buckles that said CS on it for Confederate, you know, United States of America, and so on. It's like, no. So in other words, basically what Jonah Hex is wearing, you know, it's like people kind of pretend that that's the, and it's like, okay, that's what Robert E. Lee wore and the command officers in the Army of Northern Virginia wore, but really your regular soldier wore what he wore on the farm because that's what they had, you know.
Mm-hmm. The fuck isn't this glue setting? Eve, your mini's annoying me.
She still ain't listening.
I must just have my mic muted because I cough all every 5 seconds. So
Stop
Got
being
a cold?
sick.
I don't know. I got something that's making me cough and my throat's sore and everything. So
Get the semen out of there.
Jesus.
ew,
Yeah, that got gross fast.
right?
So did y'all watch Blair's video today?
Today? Yeah, you mean yesterday?
Okay, yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Unless she posted a new one today.
Well, I'm just talking about why I changed the real reason or whatever it was called, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll watch that.
I got some thoughts on that video.
You do?
Yeah.
Not all positive.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand why some people would think it's a minor point, like, you know, you're just arguing names at this point, but I don't think it's just names. I think that there's a reason that people are doing this, hence a reason to be critical of the reason behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Blair at one point says political and social stuff. The rest of the time, for her just over 20-minute video, she says she's arguing politics. I have very rarely heard Blair ever argue politics. And saying, I don't hate Trump or wearing a MAGA hat does not make you a political commentator.
Fair enough.
Politics
She's
is actually
definitely
pretty
social
grimy and boring. Like, Ben Shapiro spends 80% of his time doing political commentary, and it can be outright boring if you're not interested in it. Like, really, Blair, what do you think of Chuck Schumer's current role? What's he doing that you like and don't like? Because he's a major mover and shaker in politics. You know, and of course that's me being facetious. It's social. You're making social commentary 99 times out of 100. Well, 9 times out of 10, because she does talk about policy sometimes. But it bugs me because I think that people like saying politics because it elevates what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't sound as substantive to say, I talk about social issues, because that's what Anita Sarkeesian does.
Mm-hmm.
That's like social commentary means like, sounds like you're criticizing people over what they think and feel culturally. I do cultural criticism. Yeah, that sounds even less than social criticism. And when you say, oh, I do political commentary. Oh, do you? I don't think you do. And it's like, after, like, I mean, I was sorry to hear all the stuff that she went through. God damn, that list got fucking extensive. But it's like some of the things that she was describing would have actually had any effect on the people's lives that she was running into. Like she talks about going to the LGBTQ friendly bar that's not too far from her, and she got surrounded by a bunch of, she thought, trannies who seemed like they wanted to beat the hell out of her. And it's like, I don't know. How were you affecting their lives by anything that you said? It's not like you were advocating something that would have affected them one way or another.
Well, see, that's the problem, though. That's what people seem to do with that. It's kind of they get that mentality.
Like, while she was talking, I'm sitting there thinking, like, so why? Because we're all not a united front? Thus their anger at you? Because what is going to happen? Somebody... Like, it seems like it was entirely on, you know, fuck you, bitch level stuff, and not much more.
Oh no, it probably was.
The comments underneath that video were odd, because they ran it into levels and were taking things out of what she was saying. That, I mean, this isn't her fault anyway, but it, yeah, the skeptic community's dead and let it die. And people are like, what? Like, I guess, if, I'm just not really sure how that is relevant to what she was saying.
This is it. Right here. I could outrun a centaur. Sweet, sweet.
Okay.
Here we go.
Opinion piece for Market Watch. Slump in sales of superhero comics threatens Disney, Netflix, and others. Does the world of comic book superheroes have a diversity problem? The question matters a lot for investors, and here's why. Consumers pay up for good, original content, and comic books come through in spades. They spawn a colorful array of endearing superheroes, followed by profitable movie spin-offs and action figures and collectibles. Thus, superheroes play a significant role in sales trends at Time Warner and Walt Disney, home of DC Comics and Marvel Entertainment, respectively. They also impact sales at Netflix, which has produced 2 popular series based off of comic book characters: Cinemark, Regal Entertainment, AMC, Hasbro, and Mattel. So if the new wave of, quote, diverse superheroes has caused the recent slump in comic sales growth, that's a trend investors need to sit up and notice. In the past few years, Disney's Marvel Entertainment has rolled out an Afro-Latino Spider-Man, a Muslim Miss Marvel, a female Thor, a gay Iceman, a Korean Hulk, an African-American female lead in Iron Man, and a lesbian Latina America Chavez. Now fans accustomed to more traditional characters may have come down with diversity fatigue, and they could be walking away in protest. Consider the following. At a Marvel meeting with retailers and distributors during New York Comic Con in October, several comic book sellers pushed back hard on diversity, blaming it for slumping sales. The meeting quickly got ugly, and Marvel shut it down, according to ICV2, an online trade publication that tracks the businesses of geek culture. Unlike most books, which you can buy practically anywhere, comic books are still distributed largely through specialized stores. So this kind of feedback from specialized retailers is significant, even if it is anecdotal. Marvel doesn't disclose sales. Video bloggers on YouTube channels dedicated to diversity in comics don't like the changes one bit. We just want our old characters back, says one. Give us all of them back. Your sales are pathetic. Critics claim social justice warrior Marvel is forcing its politics on fans, abandoning many of their popular characters and driving away readers. These commentaries often veer off into ugliness and threats of personal violence, so I don't want to fan the flames by linking to them. That's... Talking about anecdotal...
Hold on, I gotta know. Where are you reading this from?
This is on Market Watch.
Well, that's just remarkably even-handed.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
To be sure, other factors could explain the sales drop. Maybe comic book writers are simply producing blasé storylines. Because comic companies don't break out sales data by title or character, it's unclear which characters aren't selling well. No, it's not. No, it's,
Yeah,
it's quite clear.
it may not be quantifiable, but it's not clear. No, it's clear.
Yeah. Already, the trends don't look good. Last year, sales growth of comics, graphic novels, and digital offerings cooled off to 5.3% as revenue hit $1.08 billion, says ICV2. It was significantly lower than 9.9 annual average growth during 2000 to 2015. This year could be even worse, ICV2 president Milton Griep says comic book store sales fell 10.5% in the first 9 months of this year compared to the same time in 2016. He doesn't yet have hard numbers for digital or regular bookstore sales, but he doubts that they will be strong enough to offset the steep decline at comic book stores, which account for over half of sales. Marvel and DC Comics are trying to appeal to a new market, but hold on to the old, appeal to a new market, but hold on to the old market, says Griet. There's a struggle going on over what a comic book is and who the audience should be. There's no struggle.
Good.
Okay. The new market that the quote new market that they're trying to appeal to is fiction. It doesn't exist because those people don't buy comics. That's the plain and simple of it. No easy task. Unsurprisingly, comic book creators have no easy task when tackling diversity. This is the age of, quote, social justice warriors, populist, quote, alt-right, and anti-immigration sentiment, and a highly divisive political climate. So publishers face big challenges in introducing minority, gay, and lesbian characters. On the one hand, they risk angering traditional fans with too much diversity. Conversely, they may alienate younger, hipper, diverse, and minority fans by not going far enough. We have been reading books by white men for years, and we've been enjoying it, but we have a story too, says Regine Sawyer of the Women in Comics Collective.
Oh, fuck off. Like, I mean, you have a story, but you also have an agenda, a chip on your shoulder, and an axe to grind, because I've read your stuff. Don't act like you don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Which aims to promote the role of women in the industry. Sheena Howard, an associate professor of communications at Rider University and author of Encyclopedia of Black Comics, understands the pushback by many fans. People have an attachment to these characters and they don't like to see the superheroes change colors. They feel like it is gimmicky, and it is. Thank you! Wow! Someone with perspective, who's kind of, I guess, a social justice warrior. Ooh. But she rejects the idea that diversity hurts sales. Many diverse characters are actually wildly popular, and why not? A Disney film featuring the character Black Panther is due to come out in February. Okay, this is actually kind of old.
Well, I mean, you're missing the point. Black Panther's a great character. He's not a character that already exists that was made black.
Yeah,
that would
exactly.
be gimmicky. You said it yourself. Like it.
Yeah. I say that's completely different. That's not a diverse character. He was made to be black.
And he's not a diverse character at all. He's a black character. Put it like it's like that ad where it's all black women and the quote and the caption was like, "This is our diversity," and it's like they're all female and they're all black. That's not diverse. That's homogenous. What are you talking about?
Homogenous. That's all the same.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, he's a diverse character. No, that doesn't make sense. What is he? Candy striped? I don't understand. How would one person possibly be diverse? That doesn't make any sense. He's a black character. Like, within a pantheon that was diverse, he could be called a diversifying character, I guess. But like, I'm just tired of that word diverse being applied. Like, you live out the stereotype when you say that. The stereotype is diverse means not white. And when you call a character that's black diverse, and he's an individual, one person, that means, yeah, he's diverse because he's not white.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, is saying that he's diverse because he's not white.
Yeah, it's a way of saying not white and not having to say not white.
Mm-hmm.
And that's bullshit. That's not what that's not the bill of goods I was sold on diversity. Diversity is a good thing. Cosmopolitanism can be a good thing. But you seem to be selling something but lying about what you're selling, because you're trying to sell diversity when really what you're trying to sell is not white.
Yeah.
That's what upsets me. It's like, when I like equality, equity sounds like a good thing. Oh, so you'll be willing to put up with all this racist rhetoric and understand that you're the only one that can be racist. Whoa. I thought you were selling equality. Oh, that is equality. I just defined it differently. Wait, what? Sorry, you just got my goat with that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Well, I entirely agree. 100%. All right. So, Netflix recently had big hits with the series featuring Black Marvel superhero called Luke Cage and another superhero series with a strong female lead called Jessica Jones. From what I've heard, Luke Cage actually was panned and Jessica Jones is petering out, isn't it?
Yep. I don't know. Is it? I don't
Well,
know.
this is an old one. So.
Luke Cage kind of
Luke Cage did okay. Jessica Jones' first season was good. I have not heard anything about the second.
Bestsellers with more diverse superheroes. Marvel also pushes back on the theory that diversity hurts sales. It won't back its case with sales trends on specific characters, and public information is spotty. But Marvel notes that its Muslim Miss Marvel single issues and trade paperbacks have been bestsellers since the character's launch in 2004.
Oh, whatever.
No one believes that.
It's Miles
bestsellers
Morales.
Compared to everything else.
Yeah, how Chavez doing?
Yeah, how Chavez doing? Exactly. It's Miles Morales Spider-Man, featuring an Afro-Latino Spider-Man, and Black Panther, A Nation Under Our Feet books were on the New York Times Young Adult Hardcover Bestsellers list for several weeks this year, and its comic book featuring female Thor was a top seller of 2017 as well. So Marvel is sticking to its guns. We have had such great opportunity to create new and interesting characters that are truly representative of the way the world is, says Sana Amanat.
Bullshit.
Shut up, Sana. She's the commissar of this situation. Do what I say or else. Like she's Miss Lifestyle brand. Why would you even ask her what she thinks? You know what she thinks. We've created new and interesting characters. You've recolored, literally, existing characters. And the few new characters that you've created have all died a lingering death.
This suggests the sales decline to be more about writer's slump than diversity. Tellingly, Marvel recently replaced its top editor, Axel Alonso, with C.B. Cebulski. During his 15-year Marvel career, Cebulski wrote and edited popular comics, playing a big role in recruiting talent and helped to expand the Marvel brand in Asia. Try alt-right versus social justice warriors in comics? Here's a suggestion for Cebulski from the cheap seats. Your company, Marvel, loves to say it reflects the world outside your window. If so, why not step up and launch a series that features alt-right characters battling it out with social justice warriors? For better or worse, this theme has done wonders for cable TV news ratings. Handled correctly, it could do the same for comic book sales, and who knows, maybe teach us a lesson or two about how to cope with all the ugly and tiresome divisiveness.
You know, and how would it be written? It would be written like Border Town.
Yeah.
Brave, young, 100% Latino, or 100% Mexican, 100% Irish, 100% American kid would beat the ever-loving shit out of a neo-Nazi stereotype. That would be their way of doing that.
Yep.
Just tell.
I am so tired of people bringing up Miles Morales. I'm so sick of that.
Yeah.
Do you know why he's a great character? Do you know why people like him? Why he's a successful character?
Because he was written well.
Because he was written well.
Yeah.
Not everything is about race. He's an interesting character. That's why. He doesn't like being in this weirdo universe that he's not from. It's trippy for him.
I'm still of the opinion that I don't think that there should be any other Spider-Mans except for Peter.
Well, you should be happy. There are actually no Spider-Mans. There's a Spider-Man, if that's who you mean.
There's plenty of Spider-Mans. There's Miles Morales. There's Spider-Gwen.
Fuck Spider-Gwen.
Hey,
just looking
that's
it
the
up here.
brainchild of Anus Boy. Come on.
Let's see here.
I got a cool costume.
I just want the 616 universes here.
The only thing good about Spider-Gwen is the cosplays.
No.
I've
Not
seen some
even.
hot cosplays.
I don't care. Nothing about Spider-Gwen is good.
Well, she's not even Spider-Man.
Except for the memes that who was the one guy that was making all the covers? Frank Cho? Yes, Frank Cho. All of the covers that Frank Cho makes with Spider-Gwen going outrage.
Well, she's not even Spider-Gwen anymore.
It doesn't matter.
She's a good. Well, she's Ghost Spider now, and with a pretty cool costume redesign, I have to say.
Don't worry.
How many goddamn radioactive spiders are there? If there's so many Spider-Mans.
Well, okay, fair enough, but that's like
Spider-Gwen's case, it was like an alternate universe, right?
It doesn't matter.
Well, by the same token, how many genetic anomalies could there possibly be that will make you psychic and control the weather and give you force eye beams and I mean,
But see, all of the thing about the X-Men is that they are a subclass of a new species in development, right? Spider-Man has an extremely specific origin.
Well, yeah. So, Andrew.
Good morning. Yes.
Oh.
She wakes up to my tirades about Spider-Man.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah, what's
I'll be
Peter.
here for a while.
So, Cynthia Nixon didn't win the New York primary, huh?
Cynthia Nixon's relative of Richard?
No. Andrew Cuomo won it, and I'm not exactly happy. Andrew Cuomo's corrupt and stupid. He's both those things. He's corrupt and stupid. And his more corrupt, stupider brother is Chris Cuomo on CNN.
Stupider.
Yes. He's the stupiderist. You know Chris Cuomo on CNN? Holy fuck that guy. Gives Don Lemon a run for his money in terms of level of stupidity. But Don Lemon still clinches it. He's still the tops. There's only one person on cable news who beats Don Lemon. That's Sean Hannon.
Yeah.
He's the worst by far.
No love for what's her nuts?
Rachel Maddow?
Well, Rachel Maddow too.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna.
Every network has to have their bile boiling person for me. For CNN, it's Don Lemon. For MSNBC, it's Rachel Maddow. And for Fox News, it's Sean Hannity. And of the three of them, Sean Hannity's the worst. He's the most obvious blowhard of the three. The most. It's.
What's her name? Oh yeah. You know who's just as bad as Sean Hannity to me? Ann Coulter.
Oh yeah. I mean, okay.
I mean, they're hardly discernible as different people to me.
Well, they're not. I mean, okay, she's a guest on Fox, but I mean, regular anchor is what I'm like.
I thought she had a show on Fox.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, I thought she was the host of Fox and Friends.
No, she's definitely not the host of Fox and Friends.
Whoa.
But Cynthia Nixon, do you remember the stupid, skinny, idiot blonde
I
from
might be
Sex and
back
the City?
soon, guys.
Okay.
Oh, what do you mean might? What do you mean might?
Well, I might be going to play a game with someone. I don't know.
Who are you gonna play with? Huh?
Toss us
Huh?
aside.
Friend of mine.
Yeah, just toss us aside. I see where we stand.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
working on a mini for you, and then you're just gonna toss me aside.
you guys aren't
Yeah,
even
but-
talking to me.
You're not. I would be happy to talk to you, but
We're talking at you, and you're just not.
Yeah, you're busy playing your game, so now you're gonna go and play a game with someone else. Okay.
Damn, I forgot I already made one. Zeltor.
Is Zeltor in here?
No.
He's in the Discord.
Do you have tomorrow off, Eve?
No.
So you're gonna go out late night to play games with people. Okay.
None.
No, I'm going over to another Discord server to talk to a friend of mine.
Spider-Man and
Yeah,
Spider
Play
do
games
some,
with them on there. Yeah.
Do some sexy talk, play a little strip poker. I know what's going on.
Ew.
Oh my gosh, that's some jealousy right there.
Yeah, Polly's getting.
First off, he's a nice guy, but no. Second off, yeah, no. Like, he's a cool guy. We hang out. We'll game, but you know.
We're cool
You're
guys
the only
too.
man for her, Polly.
You're the only one for me, Polly.
Well, that's good to hear. Now go hang out with another man. Right. This all makes sense.
We're cool guys too.
I can put the chastity belt on and give you the key if it'll make you feel better.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what, Polly? You can distract your jealousy by teaching me American history.
Oh yeah.
What's that? You mean you know you might come back tonight, so you realize it's my birthday in a short amount of time. Like,
I was about to say, fuck, I forgot. No, I didn't forget. It's tomorrow.
well, at midnight, so less than an hour. You know.
I'll be back in time to say happy birthday.
All right. We'll be here.
Oh, yeah,
well,
right. It's actually your birthday today
thank you.
in Australia.
Oh, it's September 14th there already?
Yeah.
Remember, 12 hours ahead of you.
So
Happy
what you're
birthday from the future.
Well, thank you. That's weird and weird. Yeah. That's So you've already watched The Departed. What did you think?
No, I have not watched The Departed.
You told
should
me you were
watch
going to watch
The
The Departed for my birthday.
Okay.
No.
Fuck is up with this
Oh no,
event? It's
and I'm
been
not
more
even
than
going to be able to
20
do that for you.
Okay,
I'm
bye.
gonna have to be-
Bye-bye.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Sun spear.
I've got a legitimate excuse to get out of it.
Which is
No,
what?
you don't.
I do. I got a job interview.
When?
She does.
Tomorrow?
No, that's fine. You don't have to watch that. I'm just kidding anyway. When's the job interview? Like, what's it for?
Yeah,
tomorrow.
it doesn't bother him at all. He just wants to verify your facts.
Oh my god, tomorrow. Oh, yeah, it's probably
You're such a dick. I'm like, oh, you got a job interview. That's great. It's like, yeah, right. He's just checking up on you because he doesn't believe you.
yeah, I gotta check if it's legitimate. Wait, you were sending screenshots of like the fucking emails?
No, quiz is just being quiz. It's okay. I just wanted to know what kind of job. What, did you go for the one in the mines? Did you go for the floor walker? Would you?
What? No.
Really?
I went for retail.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know.
Why would you do that?
because it's easier, and I know what I'm doing in retail.
Oh man.
You don't have to take a bus to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I know it's soul crushing. I've done it before. I worked in IGA. It's soul crushing. I know.
It's soul crushing.
It is.
Yeah,
But hey, this time I don't have to worry. If I get the job, I don't have to wear a uniform.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have to wear a uniform, and I don't have to deal with food.
There you go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So wait, what else are you dealing? What are you going to be dealing with then?
Clothing.
Oh, it's a clothing store.
Yeah, it's a clothing store.
Wear your bearing t-shirt to work. See who you trigger. That'll be
hilarious. But you have a bearing shirt
You're
too.
gonna be wearing that Seattle shirt. So.
Oh yeah, she does.
You have a bearing shirt too.
I actually got to see it in person.
I have a bearing shirt.
Yeah, I have a bearing shirt. It's funny. It's funny. I'm just waiting. Like when I go out public, it's too cold out for it. I'm just waiting for it at this point.
Yeah, like lots of people just think it's a cute cartoon bear, and then eventually someone's gonna come along and go and just give you this scowl, you know?
I even wore that shirt to fucking tape.
I would say say hi to Christy Winters for me. She has me blocked on Twitter.
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, that tweet that I sent out that I said I sent out earlier about Dan Slott. I typed in like @Dan Slott and like it comes up and it's like you are blocked from tweeting to Dan Slott. I'm like, motherfucker, I've never even tweeted you before, you blockchain son of a bitch, you.
As a Spider-Man fan, does that stick in your craw?
You know,
Nothing beyond the blockchaining aspect. It's like you're a coward, man. Block individual people that are screwing with you, go ahead, but blockchains are for idiots.
You know, it took me a full year to be blocked by Steve Shives.
I didn't even get to tweet at Steve Shives and he blocked me.
I didn't tweet at him either, but like, for almost a year, I would check and I wouldn't be blocked. Even though I was following all these people. Like, I was following all these people that, you know,
She's following the unholy trinity.
Yes. No, yeah, I was. Like,
I got to tweet him. Pretty proud of that.
No, that were blocked. They were absolutely blocked.
He
But
blocked me
sometimes
for a
like, oh,
tweet
I'm not
at
blocked.
him.
Okay, cool.
Oh, what did you say to him?
He said it's international. He tweeted out, "It's International Atheist Day. Give me a high five." And I tweeted back at him. I said, "Well, he swings in for the high five and misses and catches you right across the face. Sorry about that, Steve." And he blocked me.
Good. Yeah, I never got to say anything to Steve Shives. I kind of wish that I got the opportunity to say something like how Stamper said that those adult diapers are Steve Shives' favorite. Something
In
like
retrospect, I would have tweeted something different, but I didn't know it at the time. I would tweet something I'm like, "Dude, all jokes aside, you look literally scared of your woman. This is not healthy." That's what I would have tweeted at him.
Yeah.
Because he did. Like, that video was really eye-opening. Like, Jesus Christ, Steve. What the fuck are you doing with your life, man? Why are you with somebody that scares you that much? But
he secretly does have a sexist bent towards his music preferences.
no, yeah, he agreed with her so fast. Well, your music collection's a little sexist. He went, yeah, it is. It really is. It's like, what the fuck, man?
How can the music collection be a little bit sexist?
Because it doesn't have enough female artists in it. They
Oh,
talk about
bullshit.
it. No, like that.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to fucking do? Have like, okay, so these are the male artists, these are the female artists. I've got more female artists than male artists, and that makes it better.
Well, yeah? What are you, some sort of shitlord?
Yes!
Yeah, she's a shitlord. You know how you know? And I just noticed this morning. Did you see what she changed her name to in the Minion server?
No.
It's just like a haiku. I was like, oh my god, Paul. Oh my god.
It's like a haiku. It's like a haiku.
Because that's not an obscure enough reference.
Hey, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. So it's fine.
So yeah, Cynthia Nixon. Do you remember the girls from Sex and the City at all? Like,
Polly, I'm a guy.
You've never been made to watch an episode or seen like a promotional poster?
No. I was disappointed by Sex in the City because there was no sex.
What are you talking about? There's lots of sex.
I've never seen any of it.
Well, okay, there isn't gonzo porn in it, but there's...
That's what I thought it was going to be. It was on HBO, and it was called Sex in the City.
You were looking forward to seeing... What's her name?
Horseface?
Horseface high expectations.
Well, you know, she was kind of hot in Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus? Wasn't that Bette Midler?
Yeah. And also had, what's her name? Horseface.
Oh, okay. So anyway,
I
one of the
love
actresses...
I love how you say Horseface and everyone really knows who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's kind of what she's known as.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Cynthia Nixon is one of the actresses, one of the 4 main actresses from Sex and the City. And she's an activist and decided to get into politics. And she ran against Cuomo and everything that she was like I'm not happy Cuomo won, but I'm not happy that she was running and she came close to winning. Like she was the progressive candidate, and, you know, and she's a lesbian, and like, you know, the thing that's going to fix the city, even though we're drowning in debt, is more progressive values. And...
Wait, she's a lesbian?
Yes.
Is that what her Sex in the City was about?
No, she was not I do not believe she was a lesbian. My ex-girlfriend liked the show, and I had to hear about it. Hey, do you know who's a huge fan of Sex and the City? Huge fan? Our man Brad Jones.
No.
Oh god.
I don't like that show, man. It's pretentious and slow and boring.
Yeah.
And
No. I can understand that.
Insultingly aimed at women. I'm surprised it actually appeals to women because it's stereotypically aimed at women, but yet it seems to work, which is weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never understood it. I've really never understood it.
You just because you don't understand whammons, Polly.
Oh, okay then.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Okay then, so I don't
Like,
understand
it would be like it's
Yeah.
on the level quiz of like, okay, I've created this show and it's got car chases and explosions in it. So men will like it, right? And it's like, well, maybe. What else is there? Just that, you know.
Are you telling me that Fast and the Furious isn't a successful franchise?
Well, I don't know. Kim Kardashian's popular. I can't make sense of any of this. I don't know.
Neither can I. I can't make a sense of that one either.
The event is nearly an hour between the defense and the end and the escort beginning. What?
What about what?
Could help get to a map where the event is not bugged. If the event's bugged in mine,
What?
What's with that insecure smile, Mustafa? She's
You're
like,
asking me?
I don't know if I want to be congressman.
I don't believe it. Literally. Of course he did with all of the cheating he did. He could have only beaten her if he cheated.
What?
I'm just reading the tweets. Like the New York Times releases, like we're projecting Andrew Cuomo won the New York State primary for the race for the governor office. That's what this is about. They're trying to pick the Democratic candidate who's going to run for the governorship in New York. Is it going to be the incumbent Andrew Cuomo, or is it going to be this newcomer Cynthia Nixon? So who's the candidate we're going to put up? And it's not like the Republican candidate has a fucking chance in hell because it's New York State. So when you pick the Democratic candidate, you're picking your next governor, basically.
It's so strange that that's the case because, you know, I would think that that's how Illinois works, but like Illinois has like almost always had a Republican governor.
Really?
Despite being a pretty staunchly blue state.
Yeah. Is it like California though? Because I mean, Schwarzenegger was a Republican, but a pretty mild one. and was governor of California, of course.
Yeah.
Is it like that? They're Republicans, but pretty mild ones.
I don't know. For the most part, yeah, probably. Like Illinois still has the death penalty.
I'm gonna just do other.
That's not very touchy-feely.
No, it's not. So it's like, you know, with that sort of thing, I'm just like, we're a blue state that has the death penalty, really?
Well, you're not Texas. Like, it probably takes forever and a day, and you never actually execute it. Unlike Texas.
Yeah. Well, my favorite bit about that is like when the two people that were found guilty in the Brown's Chicken Massacre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were found guilty. They voted for, because the way you get capital punishment in Illinois is that all 12 of the jurors have to unanimously decide for the death penalty.
Sure, that's not unique, but yeah, that's pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if that was how other states do it, but because I don't know anything about other states, you know, use of capital punishment. But yeah, the first guy got 11-1 in favor of the death penalty.
Ooh.
Oh my, that's
Well, the Brown's Chicken Massacre, right? It was after hours at a Brown's Chicken in Palatine, Illinois, on the northwest side, right? And 7 people were shot dead. 2 of them were high school students.
And why did he do this? Like, I was in the middle of a robbery?
To rob, yeah. They robbed $2,000 out of the till.
Oh. Okay. Welcome to Chicago.
Yep.
How many people died in the Valentine's Day Massacre?
I don't know.
Like, which is just so infamous and legendary, right? Like, it's...
Let's see here. St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Chicago North Side. I would say it was 2 Thompson machine guns, 7 people dead.
7. And that's lived on in endless infamy. Like, it's, you know, the...
Oh, sorry. Wow. The guns used, it was 2 Thompson submachine guns and 2 shotguns.
Huh.
He probably didn't have those legally.
No, Thompsons, believe it or not, Platty, Thompsons are legal submachine guns.
Yeah.
They have to be of the original year stamp. Like, they can't be brand new made Thompson 45 submachine guns. But yeah, if you can verify its authenticity to you know, 1920s, you can legally own a machine gun.
Huh.
Yeah. Transferable machine guns are still perfectly legal. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
well, no, not
states.
in all 50 states. No, not in California.
I thought it was a national mandate.
Well, they're legal nationally. That doesn't mean the state has to let you own it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so not in California, I know that for sure. One would assume Massachusetts, District of Columbia, your usual suspects would, you know. Yeah, we respect the federal law, but you have to respect our state law, which is in direct contradiction to the, what the fuck? Like, you know?
Well, the federal law does the exact same thing with marijuana dispensaries, so, you know.
Well, let me tell you something. Someone will arrest you for violating state law related to firearm ownership. How many people have been arrested so far for violating federal law with regards to marijuana?
There was that one farmer that or grower that got arrested by DEA, even though in the state he was fully licensed and legal.
Really?
Yep.
So we got one.
Well, there was a spate, I think in 2014, where that just kept happening, like, all year. I've not heard about it happening recently, but I remember there were a lot of stories about that.
What are you doing, Elise?
Crawling inside the cereal box to get some food. Jeez.
I was getting me some Captain Crunch berries. They taste like they smell like pure sugar.
You haven't finished those?
No.
So wait, here's the tweet that I sent out. Dan Slott, you have been called out for blatant racism by Kieran CH. How do you respond? Do you side with Comicsgate? Joe Quesada and those who stand up for marginalized people in the industry want to know.
Eat each other, yes! Fight for what?
I mean, I'm going to do, because I mean, that's more or less the same tweet that I had sent before, and I'm going to keep doing it. Like, you know, miserable fucks. Not that Dan Slott saw it because he blocked me, but whatever. Okay, time to give this leather brown a day in court. Let's see how it looks on a palette. Man, this acrylic paint is so thick. You know those paint shakers that they have at like hardware stores for the big cans of paint?
Mm-hmm.
I need one of those, but real small. Like for the 17 ml bottles.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Don't you judge me.
All of my judging, Polly, all of it.
Oh, I guess I'm going to need my figurine if I'm going to paint, right?
Yeah, that kind of helps, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've only got one that I've glued together so far.
Only one, he says.
I only have the one.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah, just his shoes, hat, and pants so far done.
So, Andrew, are you still playing there?
Yes. Do you need me to not?
No. No, I'm just asking.
Okay.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oh, god damn you, you miserable fuck.
Come through. When will they run out?
I don't think they will run out. They keep making more.
Then cut off.
Sand sharks always burrow under our walls. Don't let them bite. It will hurt.
Almost there. Come on.
What are you playing?
Guild Wars, like I said.
Uh-huh.
So you guys going to be around for the viewing party tomorrow?
What you viewing?
God, when did you just get here? The Departed.
So no, I will not.
Kidding. I'm kidding. You want to provoke tears. I don't know. I haven't decided. Either urban Sasquatch or
Ooh. Last Vampire on Earth or Urban Sasquatch.
yeah. Yeah. Last Vampire on Earth or Suburban
I'm
Sasquatch.
so sad. I'm gonna miss him.
You're not gonna miss them.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
Why? Why would you miss them?
No, it's in like I won't be able to see him because I won't be there.
Why is that?
Job interview.
Oh yeah, your night isn't our night, right?
I could outrun a centaur.
How long is your job interview? You can just pick an appropriate time.
It's 1 till 3.
So what time is that in the real world?
10 to 12. My time.
Well, we can just do it after that, I would imagine.
I'm gonna. Well, it's in Perth, so I'm gonna be traveling.
So that's another extra hour at the least.
Somebody's working really hard to be antisocial, just saying.
Hey, I didn't. Well, no, I did technically schedule the interview, but no, I didn't choose what days. No, the days available. It was the day that was available.
Alright, let's see what else we got. Survival supplies.
I mean, go ahead, watch the movie. It's just I'm gonna be sad.
Go ahead, watch it. I'll just be sad.
Any luck down here? Let's see if we can get a new map.
You about done that cereal there, Far?
Hmm?
Are you about done that cereal?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just asking. Yeah, clink that bowl. Thank you. So nice to yeah, it's great. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like some more bowl crimping?
Ellie.
I'm sorry.
Molly, don't provoke her.
Mail carrier birds are not
Don't provoke her.
Provoke me.
Express parcels are delivered in person. Think you can help?
The girl at the hobby shop.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about washes. She says, "Oh yeah, you got to have the right washes. That's liquid skill right there."
Is she cute?
Yeah, she was all right. I'll tell you the story after we're off screen.
Oh. Ask her to come to Chicago.
What are you trying to say? All the girls who game in Chicago are ugly? Is that what you just said?
What girls that game in Chicago?
Why? Well, I don't know. I don't know if she games, but she paints. Warhammer 40K, actually.
Good, good. Did you ask her what army she plays?
No, because she was talking about like some other things like what game is it that's interchangeable with 40K? She talked a little bit about that. I'm trying to remember.
Fantasy. It's called Age of Sigmar.
No.
Here. Absolutely.
Oh, Kill Team.
Bastard.
Yes. Yeah. That's the one.
I can't wait for the new Kill Team expansion. I want it so bad.
There's
Oh, right. Oh man. America Research. Fuck.
You're doing America research?
For things
Gotcha.
and stuff.
Yep. You'll find out it's easier to. Yeah. Well.
I didn't realize there were 13 colonies that fought in.
Not only that, she didn't realize. Elise, do you want to tell him what else he didn't realize?
No.
Come on, do it. Say it.
Why did you think there were 13 stripes on the flag? You thought it was just like an accidental choice?
I don't fucking know. We don't learn American history.
So,
Okay,
so
alright.
you want to also know? I'm gonna tell him.
I want to know.
No, do you not wanna?
Just go. Just do it.
Sweetie, you don't sound like you really want me to.
Just do it.
She didn't realize that it was all done on the East Coast.
Oh.
She thought that the West Coast was involved too.
The West Coast aspect of the Revolutionary War.
Well, how the fuck was I supposed to know?
No, fair enough. I mean, how are you supposed to know?
This is why I said Polly. She needs some.
The thing about it is, I fully get it. I mean, you don't live in America. Why would you need to know this? The history of our country.
Fair enough.
But at the same time, being an American, we can go, ha ha ha! You don't know our history. What a loser!
But hey, you didn't really know our history either, so.
Well, now we know it.
Australia has a history.
Fuck you.
We have.
Yes. And a good chunk of it is boring as shit.
You gotta remember, Far. I'm supposed to be the xenophobic one here. Like the first day I was chatting away with the minions, I was making fun of Eeyore for being Canadian. Come on, come on.
Yeah, but also remember the other part. We've got a very American thing is mythos. Whether it's a success or failure, it has to be the greatest. You know, our Civil War was the greatest Civil War. Our oppression, our slavery was the most detestable oppression and slavery. No matter what it is, whether it's the best or the worst thing, it has to be the furthest gone aspect of that thing. Very, very American to do that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So, you know, in line with that is a strong desire at myth making. So we make a virtual apotheosis of any leader we like. You know. Except for General Washington, he deserves his credit. Shut up.
Well, no, we have our legend sort of stuff too. Like Ned Kelly.
I was gonna say the guy that wore armor and took a bullet slug to the chest.
Yeah, Ned Kelly.
Ned Kelly was legit hardcore, though.
Oh my god, yeah, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. The only thing is, though, that was East Coast, and then there was a guy apparently on the West Coast that was just as insane. I forget his name because again, this was not drilled into my head as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I just forget the guy's name, and it's really sad because it's because it kind of
shit. God damn it, Inquisitor!
What?
I just screwed up painting here. It's your fault.
I mean, it is his fault you're even into it, so.
That's right.
It all stems from Inquisitor.
Moon Guy and Joe. That's what it was.
Mean Guy Joe.
No, Moon Dine Joe.
Oh, okay.
Moongyne?
Moon Dine. D-Y-N-E.
Fuck kind of name is that?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm not going that way.
Yeah, he is well remembered as a person who escaped multiple times from prison.
Oh yeah. I think you told me about this guy.
I have told you about this guy. Oh my god. He got sent over because he was one of the convicts. So he got done in for stealing from the house of Richard Price 3 loaves of bread, 1 piece of bacon, several cheeses, and other goods.
Several cheeses.
So he's several cheeses.
1 piece of bacon.
Yeah, 1 piece of bacon. He stole
But
3
that's
loaves
like-
of bread,
that's like
1
half a
piece of
pig.
bacon, several cheeses, and other goods. So he was literally just stealing food. And remember, that's what a lot of convicts were sent over for. Just stuff like that. Maybe not as extreme, but it's not uncommon for it to be food related. It's really not. Yeah, so... Yeah, like, he got sent over for that. And... Let's see. Where is it? Because it's really... The story... How he escaped is actually really genius as well. Yeah, because he was... Because Fremantle prison, right? Very few people ever escape from Fremantle prison. There's only one other person... One other group I can think of that managed to pull off an escape from there. And they literally... Once they got to... Because they actually ended up going to sea, and once they got into international waters, the Americans actually protected them. You guys actually... Yeah, you guys actually helped in the aid of some convicts escaping from Australia. That broke out of Fremantle prison.
What? Why would they need help? I mean, you know.
No, it was because they were Irish. Those ones, it was because it was specifically because they had been arrested for something to do with some Irish thing, and they got sent to Fremantle prison. And so, like, they formulated a whole escape plan, including, like, so this was people from Ireland doing this, right? So they go there, they do the whole escape plan thing, and they go into international waters. The British are still chasing them, and I guess some American sympathizers helped them. Oh, 1 minute.
Feel the fury.
Okay. God damn it, Inquisitor. Fuck. Do you wear glasses, man?
Only when I'm doing things like shaving cuter minis, so I don't want it to get in my eyes.
Okay. I meant, like, do you need to wear glasses, or do you have, like, 20/20 vision kind of?
Oh, no, I've got 20/20 vision.
So do I, and I still feel like I should be wearing glasses. I've got a feeling that Warhammer 40K is not true 28 mil. These figures seem a lot smaller than what I've seen you dealing with.
I just got a package from Officeworks.
Oh,
But
nice.
I ordered it yesterday.
Wow.
I'm
What
not
is it?
used to this. I am not used to this.
Is there anything interesting?
It's a bunch of batteries.
Oh.
Oh, that's the bottom of the box. Of course it is. But, anyway, though. Okay. Moon
I now,
Danger.
I now understand the value of thin your paints in a whole way I didn't before. Oh, yeah.
Oop, there it is.
Like, when I think I've thinned my paints enough, I add another drop of water because I found out it's not enough. Like, it's...
Yeah.
It's never enough.
What? What the fuck? Okay, so I ordered from Office Works some batteries and one Copic marker to try. Because it's a wide one, so it covers more of an area. I've got batteries in here, and it says on the second sheet, the following items will be delivered and invoiced separately. Copic wide, C9 grey. So, I've got a huge box here that just has some AAA batteries in it. Because apparently they're going to deliver the Copic marker separately. Jesus Christ, Office Works. Well, at least I have the batteries, but at the same time, I kind of wanted, I kind of wanted the mark too. Fucking hell.
Well, I guess I gotta leave.
And I've still got the page from Moondyne Joe up. I feel obligated to finish the story.
Go away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
I'll just disconnect.
Accidentally
Let's
closed
see.
the game.
Let's see. He was sent to Fremantle prison and kept in the yard with his neck chained to the iron bar of a window. While a special escape-proof cell was made for him.
Escape-proof cell?
Yeah, so this guy had to have a special escape-proof cell built for him, just specially made for him.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was stone-walled and was lined with Jarrah sleepers and had over 1,000 nails. And it was almost airproof and light-proof.
Almost.
Almost. Just enough so you could just breathe. He was kept in the cell on a bread and water diet. With only 1 to 2 hours of exercise a day.
Huh.
Yeah. In early 1867, due to his diminishing health, he was set to work breaking stone in the open air, but rather than permit him to leave the prison, the acting comptroller general ordered that the stone be brought in and dumped in a corner of the prison yard, where he worked under the constant supervision of a warder. Governor John Hampton was so confident of the arrangements, he was heard to say to Moondyne Joe, "If you get out again, I'll forgive you." Yeah. However, the rock broken by Moondyne Joe was not removed regularly, and eventually a pile grew up until it obscured the guard's view of him below the waist. Partially hidden behind the pile of rocks, he occasionally swung his sledgehammer at the limestone wall of the prison.
This guy.
Yep. You know where this is going.
So smart.
Yep. On March 7th, 1867, Moondyne Joe escaped through a hole he had made in the prison wall. Despite an extensive manhunt, no sign of him was found, and he would not be recaptured for nearly 2 years. He did not return to any of his old haunts, and he committed no crimes, so the authorities received very little information about him. Also, many convicts were encouraged by Moondyne Joe's audacious escape, and a number of escapes were attempted in the following months, so that he was quickly forgotten. Yep. A few days before the second anniversary of his escape, he tried to steal some wine from the cellars of oh my god, how is that? Is that Houghton Winery? By chance, the owner had been helping with a police search and afterwards invited a group of police back to the vineyard for refreshments. When the owner entered the cellar, Moondyne Joe assumed that he was discovered and made a dash for the door into the arms of the police. He was returned to prison, sentenced to an additional 12 months, half to be in separate confinement for absconding. On March 22nd, 1869, he was sentenced to an additional 4 years in irons for breaking and entering. Moondyne Joe made at least one more attempt to escape, attempting in February 1871 to create a key for his cell in the carpenter's workshop, but was unsuccessful. Eventually, yep. Oh, no, but that's the thing though, he was really freaking creative of like how he was escaping. Just like, he was going to create a key, for fuck's sake. Okay, so eventually in April 1871, Comptroller General Wakeford heard from Moondyne Joe of Hampton's promise. After verifying with Superintendent Lefroy that those words were spoken, Wakeford informed the current governor, Frederick Weld, who agreed that further punishment would be unfair. Moondyne Joe was given a ticket of leave in May 1871. So because this one guy told him, if you get out again, I'll forgive you, he got out.
Well, he did it.
He did it.
Can't knock the hustle.
Yeah, but this wasn't even like the first time he'd done a whole escape thing though. There was an escape before this. But it wasn't in Fremantle prison though. He was just really good at escaping. Or just figuring it out. But you know what got him into... You know what got him into trouble again though? Because originally, he was just sent to the colony to be, you know, do his whole thing for stealing bread and several cheeses.
And a piece of bacon.
And a piece of bacon. You gotta remember that piece of bacon. He was originally just sent for that, right? But he, let's see. Where is it? They were transferred to serve the mandatory 6 months. Oh no, that's in England. Yeah, when he arrived. Yeah, okay, so they arrived in Fremantle on the 30th of April. 1853, it seems like. And in reward for good behavior, he was issued with a ticket of leave on arrival. So he got sent all the way there and he got a ticket of leave right there. So he didn't actually have to do any labor.
Oh wow.
Or serve time. Yeah. Because he had good behavior. And on the 10th of March 1855, he received a conditional pardon.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, which wasn't all that uncommon apparently, because that did happen too. Of where like they would arrive and then they'd just get their ticket of leave immediately. And just be, yeah, okay, you're good to go. He then settled in the Avon Valley, one of the most rugged and inaccessible places in the Darling Range. The Aboriginal name for the area was Moondine,
But it's hazardous work.
which is where I got Moondine joke from.
Extractors aren't far outside this gate.
Yeah, John, his original name was Johns. He made a living by partly fencing the springs in the area and trapping escaped stock horses. Often a reward was offered for the return of such animals, except this is where he kind of fucks up. In August 1861, he caught an unbranded stallion and branded it with his own mark. This was effectively horse stealing, and when the police heard of this, they arrested him at their first opportunity. The horse was taken as evidence, and he was placed in the two-day lockup.
He escaped from that.
Yep, he did. Sometime during the night, he broke out of his cell, stole the horse once more, taking also the local magistrate's brand new saddle and bridle.
Bridle.
Yep, bridle. So, you know, off to a good start. He was caught the next day, but while on the run, he had killed the horse and cut his brand out of the hide, thus destroying the evidence.
Oh.
Yep. Consequently, he received only a 3-year sentence for jailbreaking, whereas the typical sentence for horse stealing was more than 10 years. While he was serving his sentence, there was a rash of convict escapes and attempted escapes, but he remained well behaved. And that also got him, a release ticket, pretty soon as well.
Man, this guy just kept going in and out of jail all the time.
He really did. And the way that he would get out normally, like if it wasn't a prison break, it would be just through pure luck.
Yeah.
It'd just be through pure luck of like he behaved well. Or in the case of the last
Behaving
thing
well is not pure luck.
No, because there was also the last time he left prison. Did you hear this one?
Maybe.
I think you left for it. You remember how there was that guy that said to him, "If you get out again, I'll forgive you."
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets caught again, right after his prison escape, where he had the pile of rocks and he occasionally swung the sledgehammer at the limestone wall of the prison. And so he escapes. He gets recaptured 2 years later. And that was purely by coincidence. Purely by coincidence, because he had actually done a good job of not being caught by then. And he gets sent in, tries to make a key to break out of his jail cell again, but it doesn't work. And then he eventually, one of the people running the place heard from him the guy's promise. And after he verified with someone else that the words were spoken, he informed the governor, current governor, who agreed that further punishment would be unfair, and he was given a ticket of leave. Okay. Because a guy had told him, "If you get out again, I'll forgive you."
It sounds made up, but okay.
No, it was legit. It actually happened. But no, yeah, that's pure luck though, of how he got out that because that was the last time he was actually in prison as well. Or at least long-standing jail terms, because he did go back a few other times, but it was very brief, extremely brief, nowhere near what it was before.
Bring me whatever water you've managed to collect.
Yeah. But yeah, then he was let go for his good behavior. Then found work on a farm. In January 1865, a steer named Bright, belonged to some guy, was killed, and John's Moondine was accused of the deed, even though it doesn't seem he actually did that one. He was just accused of it. Yeah, and then he also escaped then.
Always a pleasure.
But yeah, no, this guy was just an escape artist. Absolutely.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to come back to this.
Quiz, I forget. Do you seal your figurines when you're done painting them?
I do.
Yeah.
I used to use gloss finish for all of my sisters, but now I'm actually going to be using a satin finish.
Okay.
It's
somewhere between matte and gloss.
Yeah, it dulls the outside color a tiny bit, but it seals the paint so that way, you know, handling the mini when you're on the tabletop isn't going to flake off, you know, your paint.
Like this guy's tricorn hat, like the 3 points of it, just because I'm pretty much holding him by his head this whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm turning it, like I'm wearing the paint off the very fine corners of his hat.
Yep, that'll happen. That's the reason why what I really like to do is I usually hold the model by the base, because I don't give a shit if the paint flakes on the base.
Right. I'm not sure if that looks good or stupid. I'll decide later.
Goodbye.
Well, I wanted to paint these things a lot more than I'm actually going to be able to get to today, but
Replenishing.
oh well. I still have all weekend. That's the goal. Hashtag squad goals! Hey, Polly.
Yep.
I could outrun a centaur.
You know what? If you have a goal to paint all of your militiamen,
They'll have to hit much harder.
does that mean that you have squad goals?
That's terrible.
It's only terrible because you didn't think of it.
Well, it would be like regiment goals, wouldn't it?
Well, regiment is, you know, a much larger force than just 30 militiamen, right?
Outrun a centaur.
So he's saying it's like a super squad? Is that the...
Alright, I'm just gonna end stream right now because there's nothing going on. So,
Alright.
bye, people that were not watching.
Bye!
Bye.